I want to address this question today. Does my voice matter? Do I matter? Does my life have a reason? Do I have a purpose? Do I have a calling, a mission? Is there a bigger idea, a bigger reason for my life than what I'm just living day to day to earn a paycheck and, eat food and just live day to day? If you are the kind of person that feels this ache inside, that feels like excuse me, that feels like you're here for a reason, and you've got this purpose inside of you, you've got this thing that you need to accomplish inside of you, if you feel that your life is bigger than what you are living right now, join me for today's episode and let's talk about how to actually accomplish what you were meant to do. Hey, thanks for joining me on this series. I speak to people who have a bigger purpose in life, who are here for a reason, and that reason is not just for themselves. That reason is to make the world a better place, to make a difference, to make their mark, to help others along the way. And if you're that kind of person, if you feel you're called to be a speaker or to run retreats or to write books or to create art, something that is going to make an impact in the world to make it better for other people, I like talking to you because we're on the same mission. We're on the same path. So let me tell you a little bit about kind of where I kind of woke up to this, that I wasn't alone in feeling like, this discord, feeling, this conflict within, that I felt like my life was supposed to be greater than it was, but I wasn't living it. I wasn't there. My life was this shallow representation of who I could be. So it was years ago, and I was at a creative retreat with a profound composer, artist, storyteller named Michael McLean. Amazing guy. I so love him. He's become a mentor to me since then, and I absolutely cherish the moments we get together. But I remember going to this creative retreat, and he talked about this idea that what if you were given something to do? What if you had a calling, a mission, a purpose? What if there was something that only you could bring to this world? Through all of your experience, through all of the things that you've gone through, you have something specific to share. Now, he was a composer, and so he spoke through song, through music, through stories. But he asked that question, does your voice matter? Is there something that only you can bring to this world? And what is that? And do you have the courage to share it? Well, as he shared that with me, boy, I felt stung. Because I felt like I was living not as the true version of myself. I was going each day and, going every, working, and I was cashing the paycheck, but I was hiding. I was hiding from other people because I was scared of, how do I actually live my purpose? How do I actually become the person that I was meant to be? And how do I share this thing that's inside of me that I don't know how to get it out? And that's where it first really hit me as to what my purpose was. And I so wanted to live that. And I also found that there were other people just like me, and maybe it's like you, who feel that you have this greater purpose and you're excited to share that. So let me share a few things that I've learned along the way. So just recently, I interviewed a woman named Carrie. So if you go back in the episodes, find Carrie Skderla, and it's like Skderla. Anyway, fascinating woman. She's a she studies psychology, and one of the things that she has found is, in doing heart research, they found that the very first organ that is ever developed is your heart. And in your heart, they've also found neurons, so the same thing that you find in your brain. So in other words, your heart thinks. And she posed the question, she said, what if your purpose in your heart that you can trust was in there from the very beginning? What if you have a calling, a mission, a purpose, and it was in there right from the get-go? Isn't that amazing? As she presented that, I just felt something inside going, yes, that's why I have always felt called to do things, called to create things that are going to make a difference in the lives of others. So If you feel called to be a speaker, if you feel called to write a book, if you feel called to do retreats or to create art or whatever you feel is within you, within your talents, within your opportunities, maybe it's your calling to be a mother. Maybe it's your calling to be a father, the best kind of father you can possibly be. But do you feel something in your heart? And do you have the confidence to actually trust your heart, to listen to that voice, to listen to those feelings, and to then step up and become who you were meant to be? But what if that person you were meant to be is already inside of you? Just like a little seed. You know, you plant that and then it becomes this little seedling. It's only like this big, but it is destined to be an oak tree. It has everything within it right now to be an oak tree. It's just going to take time and water and nourishment in order to get there. What if your purpose is already inside of you? What if your voice matters? What if what you are going through right now, the challenges in your life, are something that is going to help somebody else? And the way that you learn to express what you've felt, what you've experienced, that is your journey. That is what your gift is to the world. Does your voice matter? Do you matter? I absolutely believe you do. And I hope that you start searching. Don't search outside. Don't search, stumbling along trying to find your purpose, but discover it within. Take quiet time. Meditate. Pray. Do different exercises that let you recognize the things that mean most to you. The things that are easy. The things that light you up. Do things that will help you discover your why. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a purpose planner that if you follow that, you could do that each day. It will help you get a little closer to defining and deciding and discovering your purpose in life. So I just leave that with you, that you can find tools and other things that will help you. Does your life matter? Do you matter? Do you have a voice? Do you have something to share? Do you have heartache and experiences that will help others? Just this week I was at a recording session where we were creating original music for this very beautiful short film. And we were talking about the story that we were building this around. And it was revolving mental illness and heartache, and this woman who was a cellist mentioned somebody that she knew that was also an artist that had gone through a really difficult time with his mother who had schizophrenia, and the challenge that brought to the family. But she said something interesting. She said because of his heartache, that's why he can play like that. I'd never heard that about a musician before. I've heard that about writers, that often when they feel pain, they can write from that pain, and they can make something beautiful that uplifts others so that they feel validated, their lives matter, and they're able to live more fully, really, to fully express the full range of emotions. So anyway, think about yourself. Think about, do you have a story that matters? Does your life matter? Does your voice matter? It absolutely does, and I hope you have the courage to look within, to discover that, and then to live it. What are your thoughts? You've had time to think. Now it's time for you to share. In the comments section below, share your thoughts, ideas, and questions, especially any insights that inspired you to take action. Of course, the best place to take action is at scottwilhite.com, because if you join me for a free web class, I will reward you with a purpose planner so you can start each day with confidence, clarity, and conviction. Your identity is your most valuable possession. It's who you are, why you're here, and what you stand for. Choose your beliefs and pick your identity. It is choice, not chance, that determines your reality. See you next time.